there, good night and welcome back to another video, Mischief here, and today we are going to be painting someone who I know, and I'm pretty sure I've been over this process before, but I'm just going to go over it one more time for you guys. So when you're painting someone, the first thing you want to do is to paint in certain details like the eyes and the nose, and just make sure they show up, especially if you're videoing it, because if you have those details in, then it'll be much easier for the camera to actually focus on your painting. Not only that, but it will look good to you. Next thing what you can do is you can paint the lips, or you can start mixing skin tone. That's what I did, and my advice is to keep your palette and your paintbrush clean as you go, to avoid, well, what I would call cross-contamination, but basically to avoid smudging the paint and making a mess of your other colors. But that is mainly up to you and what you decide to do. Anyway, sometimes when you're painting, it won't look as though it is coming out good. Sometimes it will look bad. Sometimes you might want to give up. It wouldn't look like the person in the photo or the person who you're imagining in your head. Just keep pushing forward. Sometimes the colors mightn't look as though they match up, so you've got to keep trying and keep working with the colors, going back and forth. Look at what you're doing and think to yourself, what am I doing wrong? What color here doesn't match? Sometimes the skin tone needs to be a bit lighter. For this one, the skin tone definitely needs to be lighter. So you're going to see me go for back with red and pink and white, but her cheeks needed to be more rosy, which is something that I put in. Also, sometimes you're going to notice that the painting isn't going to look all that beautiful or all that nice until you put in here. So that's also something that you should think of putting in here. And next thing that I would like to talk about, look at every tiny detail on the photo. It would be nice if you can have the photo on your computer or on your tablet or even on your phone, where you can zoom into it to find every detail you can. And it is good to have a good photo or many photos so that you can go over and look at the facial features and just put it in. We're going to be doing the hair, and what I recommend for when you're doing the hair is to get a brush that isn't that quite big, and make sure that the tip of it is fine and the bristles aren't fizzing out. Just make sure that it's a good brush, and you can be able to do the hair by putting just small strokes on the outside and some on the inside too, because hair doesn't really follow a pattern. My advice to you is to look at the photo that you have and look at the way the hair is and try to imitate that on your paper. Now, something that I would like to cover with the painting is that if you're interested in doing portraits, especially for someone's birthday, and you don't have the money, well, that's okay. Look at how much you have and what you really need. So first, it's a canvas, and I will bring up Manishwar's Limited. The address is 920 Water Street. The phone number is 225-5420. And what you can do is you can go there where you can get a tube of paint for $2.10. And my advice, I will give you 6 colors that you can buy, and you can save your money up for this. So the first 3 colors are the first 3 primary colors, being red, blue, and yellow. With red, blue, and yellow, you can use those 3 colors to mix skin tone from dark to light, sorry. And next 2 colors are 2 neutral colors, black and white. That's 5 colors. Now our last color is brown, where you've seen me use burnt sienna or burnt umber to mix into my painting. You should get a brown. Now if you don't want to get the 2 paints like how I get them, you can get the small kit paint where it comes with 12 colors already picked out, but I recommend to buy the 2 paint because A, you get more paint, B, it will last longer, and C, you can do other portraits from it, and it's more paint. You'll have them for a while. I have some of these tubes from last year, but then again, I don't really paint that often. So now back, and last year wasn't really that long ago, so now something else that you can get is, instead of buying a canvas, you can use cheap printing paper. Printing paper will work perfectly fine, but if you want the person to have something that would last long, you could definitely splurge and get the canvas. Now they are cheap canvas, with one of the cheapest canvas I've seen there being $189, so let's say $200, and you should get it. It's a really small canvas. It's in my new art supplies video, so you'll be able to see it there. It's smaller than this one, but it's a really nice canvas, and I'll be painting on one soon so you guys can see what it is. Next, it's paintbrushes. Now paintbrushes at Manishwar's Limited, they have paintbrushes there, but not really a lot, and if you just want the really pretty fine tip print brushes, especially those really fine tip ones that I use, then go on over to China Trade-In, which isn't really that far from Manishwar's Limited, and you can find paintbrushes there. But not only paintbrushes, you can also find a sketchbook that basically is like a mock of canvas paper, because it has texture to it, and it's really amazing, especially if you're going to be learning how to paint portraits. It will basically feel like a canvas. I have one. I painted my sister on it. I think that video is on YouTube. I will have to check. You can go through and see. You can check in the department of how I paint faces. Oh, I painted Sam Winchester and Dean Winchester on it, so you should definitely go check those 2 videos out. Next thing that I would like to talk about is a paint palette. Now if you don't have a paint palette, you can use a plate. However, if you want to splurge and buy a paint palette, that palette was for $200, and if you don't want to splurge and buy it, you can still use a plate. Next would be, you should get a whiteout. The right name is correction pen, but you should get a whiteout. That will do wonders for you. Now those are the limited stuff that you'd need to make portraits, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Well, the remaining of end of our video, and I would just like to say it was really, really wonderful spending the evening, morning, or night with you, whichever time of the day you're watching this video. And I would enjoy it even more if I could hear from you, so you can go ahead and send me a DM on Instagram, or you can send me an email at sun29381, or you can leave a comment down below. I will reply, I promise. Again, it's really, really lovely hearing from you guys, and it would be really amazing if you can leave us a like and maybe subscribe to the video and turn on notifications so that you can be notified whenever we release new content, because there are a lot of other YouTube creators that I would just love to paint, and I bet you guys would love to see them being painted here. Anyway,